Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a first impression for the new Urban Decay palette. So they basically released a new palette with the eyeshadow and a blushes and a highlighter. So anyway, I was really interested to try this because it's just really an interesting palette because you're getting a shadow and a blushes, which I really love concepts like that because like when you travel a lot, you needed this kind of palettes in your life because you just don't want to take a lot when you travel. So anyway, this is the product that I'm talking about. This is the BackTalk, and this is the packaging right here, and they released this like last month, so it's basically new, really new, and I got my hands on it right away because I'm really just interested. Urban Decay products are really good, especially in their shadows, and if you have not tried any of their products, this might be the right time to try this. So I will tell you my opinion about this. I did use this today and I got the blush and then the shadow and stuff like that on my face right here, and I will insert the clip on the left side or the right side, whatever. So this is a $47 or $48, and I got this at Sephora, and I believe they are available. I think I'm not sure if they're available at Ulta, but I normally get my makeup on Sephora and stuff like that. Sometimes I do get it at Ulta, but so anyway, they released this at Sephora, so I got my hands on it right away, and so it says BackTalk eye and face palette, and this is I believe this is a $47, but I will link it down below. I totally forgot, but I know that it's in the range of the around $50 if you round up the tax and the shipping, whatever. So anyway, so this is what it looks like. I really love the packaging, and I noticed that when I first saw this, I'm like, whoa, pinks! I really love pink shadows and pink blushes and stuff like that, and I love cool tone shadows. They just suit me better than the warmth, than the warm shadows. I just love cool shadows like this. So this is what it looks like, and this is the whole packaging right here. And I like that this is like not that big. It is a little thick because you got your mirror right there in the middle, and it's really interesting because lots of people talked about this and they really don't like this palette right here, but I'll tell you my opinion about this whole thing. So I'll show you the packaging first. So you are basically getting a really big mirror right there. This is the mirror right here. So actually, so I'm just gonna, okay, so this is the so this is the blushes right here. I'm just gonna flip it like that, that way I won't flash you. So you are, so you're basically getting two highlighters and two blushes. So you guys can see those are the shades right there, and it feels like this could be a highlighter, but to me, I think this is kind of like a blush topper. It's not quite a blush because it just kind of like shows shimmers on your cheeks. So I did use this as a blush topper, and I use this as a highlight mainly. And then these two right here, I use this one right here as kind of like a contour blush, and this one is in my apples of my cheeks, this side right here. And that's how it looks like on my cheeks basically. So on the other side, if you flip it, okay, so that's a mirror right there. So the nice thing about the mirror is it's like on like both sides. You're not only getting like one side of the mirror, so you're getting two mirrors on each side. Alright, so let me go ahead and take the mirror. The mirror looks like this right there. So that's the mirror right there. It's really nice because you can just go ahead and take this out, if you don't like this in your palette, so you can take that out. So this is what it looks like, and these are the shadows right here. Those are all the colors right there. So one of the things I noticed is I love all the shades. If you don't have an Urban Decay 2 or I think that was Urban Decay 3 or the rose palette that you know, like I really wanted to get that. I did get that one, but I didn't really like the shade, so I did return that one. So this time, this is my perfect time to get something from Urban Decay that's not only shadows. You are getting all these blushes right here. So $47, and you're getting all these blushes and the highlighter also. I love the shades, by the way. So right off the bat, I noticed that you are getting 3 mattes and 2 kind of like a little bit glittery, has like more big chunks of glitters, and then the rest of them are shimmers right there, which is kind of like really pretty. I will swatch it real quick. I love all the shades. I have no complaint about it. The matte one are just a little bit powdery, but that's just regular for mattes. So let me go ahead and swatch all the shades for you. I think the shadows are not as pigmented as you want it to be, like a regular Urban Decay shadow. Yeah, it's not as pigmented, but the other colors that are kind of like dark colors shows pretty well, and I can see why some people would be really disappointed with this, with the quality of the shadows. So this is the, okay, so that's the shadows right there. As you guys can see, I did like, you know, swipe twice, and these are the mattes right here. This is from the beginning into the end. Okay, it's not as pigmented, or like it doesn't really like show a lot of colors, but I don't mind that because I love shadows like this that are subtle, because sometimes we don't really like so pigmented shadows. I mean, some of you like that, but I don't. So this kind of like matches what I needed, because I love shadows, subtle shadows that, you know, I can control how much pigmentation I apply on my shadow, because, you know, like especially for beginners, this is really friendly shadows right here, I say. So this is a really good palette right here for beginners, because, you know, if you are kind of like scared to play with shadows, especially the pigmented ones, like real pigmented ones, it's very you know, scary to play with that. So this is a really good shadows right here, and I will insert a clip of how I use this. So you guys can see it's really subtle. I love it. Like I said, I can control how much pigmentation I put in there, so there's no problem when it comes to blending it out. It blends pretty well, to my opinion. So anyway, the blushes right here, let me go ahead and swatch it for you. Okay, so the blushes, I mean, it's not as pigmented as you want it to be, but like I said, it's very subtle, but I like it because you can control how much, like, there's pigmentation in it. You just gotta build it, which is really nice. And the blushes are not powdery whatsoever. And then the highlighter is sheer, like it's not metallic, and that's the swatches right there. That's the first one right there, which a lot of, you know, as you guys can see, it has quite a sheen to it, but it doesn't really show, you know, like scary on your cheeks. And then this one is just a subtle pink that has a little bit shimmers in it, but it's not that much. It just gives you a glow, like look at that. And this one right here is just really pretty subtle blush topper, and this is the highlighter right there. It's not such a metallic highlighter, but I love subtle highlighters like this, because sometimes we just don't really need that kind of, you know, way. So it's really subtle. So you guys can see I did apply it, which is really stunning on my skin right now. And I noticed that the highlighter is kind of like has a little bit pink undertone to it. It's not completely like a skin tone you know, color. That's what I noticed. But anyway, so these are the shades right here, And so when it comes to the mirror, all right, I'll tell you my opinion about the mirror. All right, to some of you, you probably don't like the mirror because it comes off like this, comes off. So it is a little bit 1% annoying to me because it doesn't really stay on when you use the palette. You can't even like, like you can't hold the mirror like that and have it stay. But it's just only 1% problem to me. You can just always take it out, but that is kind of like annoying. That is, I can see why some people would be really frustrated with this with this whole packaging right here, but I don't really mind that because you can just go ahead and take the mirror out and play with the palette. So anyway, my first impression on this one, $47, you're getting blushes and highlighters and shadows in one palette, and a mirror that you can totally just use it, take it out, you know what I'm saying. Like, to me, this is a really good palette. I really love it. I finally found my Urban Decay palette right here that I can take with me on the go, travel with it, no problem. It is really nice and heavy. And so if you are wondering about this palette right here, it's a good palette to me. That's my opinion, and I'm a beginner. I mean, not quite a beginner. I mean, I know what I want when it comes to shadows and blushes. I know what I want when it comes to blushes because I am a blush girl, and when it comes to shadow, I love subtle shadows, so this one is perfect for me. So anyway, if you are thinking of getting this, get this at Sephora, and I will link the website down below where else I can find this. But this is a $47 value, and I think this is a really good buy. That's just me. I really love it. I thought I'm gonna hate it because I saw some of the reviews here and there, but I really love it. I love it. So anyway, this is my first impression and a review because I know what I want, like I said. So is this worth $47? To me, it is worth $47. Get your hands on this one. It's such a good palette. Don't listen to some of the reviews out there on YouTube. Try it yourself. You can always return it. This is a really good palette. So that would be my first impression and a review, and I will see you again on my next video. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and to those of you who have, thank you so much, and I will see you again later. Bye guys.